Hey guys, Emery99 here, and welcome to the sixth episode of Tour de Abandon. We're now well into the second half of the tour, and the stages are not getting easier. Be sure to check out the episodes you've missed before watching this, but spoilers incoming. We had a stage with 0 abandons last episode, and we need to redeem ourselves. And here is the stage: 6 climbs in Andorra, near Andorra, in Spain. 136 kilometers, and climb and downhill and climb and downhill and climb and downhill. I'm so looking forward to this. We are on the way here in Andorra, and the 72-man peloton will be for sure scared of the stage. But who are not scared? They are the climbers, and we will be also trying to attack, join the breakaway attempts. Campenart, Quinten Hermans, Thorstein Train, the KOM leader, Thibaut Pinot, and Parapames, the first attackers. It's going to be as much as 16 riders in the breakaway for today's stage, leaving the peloton with just 56. But looking at the GC contenders in this stage, Matteo Jorgensen is 47 minutes down, and we also have Niels Pollitt, who is 29 minutes down. It's also worth noting that it is currently snowing right now, which is definitely not going to make the downhills any easier. First KOM points will go to Victor Lafay, Peyo Bilbao, and Matteo Jorgensen, but Thorstein Train keeps his lead. Oh, crash! Bernal is down, and it is a huge crash that happened in the middle of the peloton. Bernal turns, Barguil and Ciccone are down. Not Pogacar nor Van Aert are involved in this crash. Felix Gall is also down. Do we have any abandons? Let's see. Yes, Egan Bernal and Jasper Stuyven are out, and another crash at the front of the peloton. This time Bob Jungels is down. He's 8th in the GC. Another crash, and Wout van Aert is down. Wout van Aert is down. Pitcock is down. Lutsenko is down. What is happening in this downhill? Before Col d'Ordino, Van Aert is now up. Lutsenko abandons. Gogol crashed twice in the matter of seconds. And also we have 2 more abandons. No, 1 more abandon. That is Taco van der Hoorn is out. Oh, another crash. We've just caught it. Arnaud Demar crashed just before the corner. It started raining heavily at the moment, which is definitely not making it easy for the riders. I mean, this seems to be the group that is not involved by the crashes, just 10 people, but now Wout van Aert group is making their way back before Col d'Ordino. As the altitude rises, it's snowing again, but this time there is a heat at the front for the sprint, for the KOM. We're trying to follow Victor Lafay's view, and now going to launch an attack in the last few meters. Can we get some points? It's the first category climb, but not many points we got. Thorstein Trade leads with 54 points. Peyo Bilbao is now equal with us at 36. Oh, crash! The GC riders were not well positioned. Yates, Pitcock, Lutsenko, Jungels, Barguil, and Dylan Tuns is down. Queen Simmons is also down. Just towards the end of the climb, as we have clouds going through. Gogol is up, and now just Popple left, but no abandons in this crash, but sprinters already getting left behind after 2 difficult climbs. The peloton, who are 5 minutes down, has passed the 3rd climb of the day. They took it quite slow. 35-man group starts the downhill. Peloton took it easy this time with Van Aert and Pogacar in near the front of the group during the whole downhill, and another difficult obstacle passed for them. And now Collada de la Gallina starts. 12 kilometers at 8%, but we have a crash just entering the climb from 3 French riders. Zang is down, Philipsen is also down, Durbridge also down, but there seems to be no abandons. Jasper Philipsen is on the ground for a long time. Yves Lampard also crashed in the same corner. Let's wait for him to get back up the saddle, and he's up. And he's now grouped with Mark Cavendish, currently around 8 minutes behind the lead. The pace is improving in the peloton, and Wout van Aert's only domestique, Laporte, is now dropped from the group. So is Filippo Ganna, a good domestique for Tom Pidcock, but Soler and Mark Hirschi, great domestiques to have in these mountain stages for Tadej Pogacar. Meanwhile, at the front, Thorstein Train is now in difficulty. I mean, the 4th climb of the day in under 100 kilometers, and now Jorgensen, Pinot, Paulus, and Bilbao on pole position to get more points. and possibly fight for the stage win. Pello Bilbao, despite getting the maximum points, is now second in the provisional classifications for KOM, but he still has second category climb, and if he makes it to the finish, has more points at the finish. So he is going to be the probable KOM leader at the end of the stage. He's 1 minute ahead of Matteo Jorgensen and 1 minute ahead of Thorstein Thrane, who's currently in third position. Oh, crash. Yep, crash at the back of the peloton. Soren Kragh Andersen is down from Alpecin, brought down Gaudu and Dylan Teuns, who led the KOM classification during the first few stages. Do we have any abandons? Kragh Andersen is out with Ciccone. No, Ciccone is not out. Steff Kras crashed, but he's back up. But Soren Kragh Andersen abandons. 19-man peloton has passed the penultimate climb, and now a short downhill will lead them to Kortals Kamp climb, which is going to be where the fireworks are expected. Oh, crash at the peloton. Carlos Rodriguez is down. Lutsenko, Yates, Barguil, 4 riders also in the top 15 are down. Do we have any abandons? Yes, Carlos Rodriguez is out. Buchmann and Soler are back up. We say goodbye to Carlos Rodriguez from Ineos. And peloton is here right now with 10 riders. Hirschi seems to be struggling, and Yates will be the last remaining domestique of Tadej Pogačar as we start the final climb. Meanwhile, at the front, look at Pello Bilbao. He's on a mission today, 5 minutes ahead of the peloton, and he's looking to get a stage win to his name. All puncture for Wout van Aert as we start the climb. Puncture for Wout van Aert. We've not seen that coming, and now Wout van Aert is already down a minute and a half or even 2 minutes on Tadej Pogačar, and this is surely over for his yellow jersey hopes. He's trying to make it back, but this will be very, very difficult. Wout van Aert is trying to make his way up, but he's already 3 minutes down with 6.6 kilometers to go. Just the 4 left. Adam Yates working his socks off for Tadej Pogačar. Romain Bardet and Simon Yates are the last ones. Tom Pidcock has been distanced. Yates is done and Pogačar attacks. It's been a perfect stage for him. He's not involved in the crashes. Wout van Aert has been involved in multiple trouble, and now he sets his sights to Pello Bilbao with 2.5 kilometers to go. One single push is needed for Pello Bilbao. Does he have enough to contest the sprint, or will Pogačar pass him on the line? 500 meters to go. Bilbao against Tadej Pogačar. Bilbao starts the sprint, but Tadej Pogačar is too powerful, but no, he's not timed it. Bilbao has had a last kick in the reserve, and he wins this majestic stage 12 here in Kortals-den-Kamp. Romain Bardet will come home in the 3rd place, and now we'll see what's happening behind. Simon Yates, 4th place, around about 3 minutes or even more behind the stage winner today. Adam Yates and Thibaut Pinot up next, comes to the finish line 5 minutes nearly, 4 minutes 45 behind the stage winner. Carapaz is another loser today. He loses about 5 minutes 40. Pidcock finishes 6 minutes 20 behind. And Wout van Aert, had it not been for the puncture, he would still have lost time, but not in the extent of 8 minutes 30. Time limit for this difficult stage has been set at 1 hour, 2 minutes and 6 seconds. Arnaud Démare currently trying to make his way within the time limit. It's going to be just enough as he's 1 hour behind the stage winner. But we're going to be saying goodbye to Alexander Edmondson and Fabio Jakobsen, who are over time limiting this stage. Now we'll take a quick look at the Wout van Aert's puncture, where it happened exactly. This is where the climb starts. 8.5 kilometers to go. Wout van Aert currently following Tadej Pogačar and looks to be in good shape. There it is. There is where the puncture happens, and he loses 2 minutes because of it. We've seen who comes in the top 10. Felix Gall was 10th and Wout van Aert finished 11th, but now it's time to take a look at the general classification. Tadej Pogacar leads Wout van Aert by 6 minutes 52 seconds in the GC. Romain Bardet is now 13 minutes behind. In 4th place, Tom Pidcock 15 minutes 51 seconds behind. For the KOM, Pello Bilbao accumulated a massive amount of 61 points today to go top with 81. Now leads Thorstein Tren by 9 points. As for the abandons today, after the big fat zero in the last episode, we had 7 abandons today, 5 from crashes and 2 from out of time limit, which leaves us with just 65 riders remaining starting the stage 13. Stage 13 is another flat stage from Escaldes, Andorra. We will go into Spanish territory for the second time and the last time in this tour, which will end in Lleida. Again, some downhills, but not many expectations with just over 60 riders left in the peloton. Stage is started and I can sense another breakaway victory here. So is Victor Campenaerts as he joined the break with Yves Lampard. We've joined with Steph Kras today. Not able to counter the move with Pierre Latour. But Campenaerts is now in 2nd place behind Pierre Latour in the points classification. Just 7 points behind though. So we need to counter that in the peloton. Very quiet day so far, but Lutsenko's crashed with Cavendish uphill, which I've missed, but he should be back in no time. Lutsenko up to now 5th in the GC, the all-round rider from Kazakhstan. No problem in the peloton, they've taken it cautiously in this downhill, and that was the major difficulty of day for Tadej Pogacar and the riders in the peloton. No problem. As I was saying, there's a crash, Thorstein Tren involved in a crash of 3, which I've missed. So it happened so far back in the group. Anton Charmik waiting for his teammate Thorstein Tren. We've not given Campenaerts the full points in this group. And now have to get some with Pierre Latour, but so though the sprinters. So it's going to be pretty difficult to get some points here, at least a few on the board. We're trying to follow Cavendish with 1 kilometer to go, but it's not looking good. Can we somehow not get blocked? We are trying. Cavendish, Groenewegen, Van Poppel, and we do get a few points, and we are now just 2 points behind Victor Campenaerts in the green jersey. Second sprint of the day, and we've not given Campenaerts the full points, and we are trying to follow the footpaths of sprinters to get some points here. Yes, we did get some points. Let's see how far down are we. 7 points down on Victor Campenaerts. Meanwhile, the breakaway gap is only 2 minutes to the peloton, with riders from Trek, Jaco Alula, and also we have Alpecin Deceuninck. This might actually be a sprint finish. With 5 kilometers to go, we are caught, and it will be the first sprint finish of the race. Jasper Philipsen, Mathieu van der Poel, Cavendish, Ganna, Wout van Aert, Laporte, Van Poppel are all at the front. Who's going to win in Lleida in Spain? Pidcock is leading out for Filippo Ganna on the right. Philipsen leaded out by Mathieu van der Poel, and Simon Yates leading out for Dylan Groenewegen. Last corner is passed. Jasper Philipsen in prime position. Can Ganna and Cavendish overtake? Cavendish does come, but it's Mats Pedersen who times it perfectly to win in Lleida. The first sprint finish is won by Mathieu van der Poel, despite being a lead out, comes second. And Mark Cavendish gets himself a 3rd position, while Wout van Aert may have got a few seconds on Tadej Pogacar, but it's not going to matter in the end. He's 6 minutes and 52 down. No abandons today either, which is the second zero. We have 65 riders continuing into stage 14. As for the sprint classifications, Mats Pedersen now moves into the 3rd place with 173 points behind Victor Campenaerts and Pierre Latour. And that is going to wrap up the 6th episode of Tour de Abandon. We had a massive mountain stage, which Pello Bilbao won 2nd stage win on this tour, the 2nd one to do so after Mathieu van der Poel, and Tadej Pogacar is now the favorite to win Tour de Abandon. Make sure to like this video and be sure to check the next episode, as the tour will now continue in Italy and also finish in Italy. The next episode will have 2 very hard stages and 1 downhill stage, make sure to tune in for that one.